Hello, welcome to another video. How are you, by the way? I hope you're doing great. You know so much about grammar. The grammatical knowledge that you have is high, but still you make mistakes when you try speaking. So when you set your sentences right, fluency and flow works for you. Today when I take sessions for learners, most of them say, I know so much about grammar, but I'm not able to use it practically. And for that, I have designed a lot of activities. I hope you watched all the other activities that I uploaded on YouTube because this helps you with sentences and flow. And after that comes fluency. There are short steps that you have to take when you work on your fluency. So today's activity is quite simple. And if you do this consistently, you will not make mistakes. So let's take it step by step. So first you work on your sentences, get it right, focus on the tenses, and then when your sentences are right, when it's constructed with some perfection, fluency comes your way. You don't have to run behind it. So whenever I listen to some of the learners, they make mistakes with even the simple present tense. You know that simple present tense, simple past tense, and simple future tense. These three tenses are dealt with in the lower classes, and probably that's because we just solved worksheets. But you have to listen to this. You should know how to do this activity taking a context. So what are the tenses that we are going to deal with today? Simple present tense and present continuous, but it will help you to brush up when to use these tenses, and also it will help you to take a context and make sentences. So you're going to do most of the work. I'll give you enough time. Now I'll give you some time to think about when we should use simple present tense and present continuous. Okay, it's time for you to cross-check. If you didn't get sufficient time, you could have paused and waited and then written down or just thought about it. Simple present tense is used when you want to speak about facts, something that you do usually, regularly. Okay, so for example, if I want to say I go for a walk, even if I don't use the word daily, every day, I can say I go for a walk, which means it is part of something that I do at intervals of time. Usually, okay, it's part of something that I do in the present. But these two aspects are important. Fact at intervals of time, even if it is not regular. When do we use present continuous? When an action is going on. Ongoing scenario also. So even if something is not going on in front of you, for example, you're watching me, I am recording now, but we can also speak about something that's happening now. Many places are preparing for the summer. It's happening now, though you don't see it. You may come to read about it. You may also get some knowledge, but it's ongoing. So that's when we use these two tenses. Now we're going to look at the contextual learning aspect. So I'm going to show you some videos and then I'll give you the context. And you're going to make the sentences. So you have to choose whether it's simple present tense or present continuous. Okay? And in some places, if you want, you can use both. And that's how you get your sentences right. My suggestion is that you write down the sentences. Let's get started. The first context. So here, you see a man taking care of children. The context is the parents of these children are away. Probably they're at work. And Tokato is the name of the man. He's taking care of these children because it's happening now. And you can see what's happening in the video. Okay, time for you to make the sentences. Can you think of a sentence using the present continuous? Write it down. So the reference point is the video. So I'll give you an example. The child is smiling. Takato is smiling. He is taking care of the children. you can think of something else after watching the video. So go back and think of a sentence. Pause if you didn't get sufficient time. So I believe that you have at least made 2 sentences using the present continuous tense. We can also use simple present tense. So let's try using the simple present tense also here. So if I change the context and alter it a bit and tell you that Takato takes care of these children whenever their parents are away, you can use the simple present tense. Takato takes care of the children when their parents are away. It's a long sentence. We have when in between, but he takes care of them. Usually, regularly. As a matter of fact, it happens whenever their parents are away. So here you would have used both the tenses, simple present tense and present continuous. Did you get it right? So how do we set it right? Just look at the grammar formula. So when it comes to simple present tense, you may have to add S if it happens usually, he takes care, and also when you have singular subject. But otherwise, you know how to use the simple present tense. Then present continuous, you have the auxiliary is, are. It's not was and were. Was and were is used in past continuous tense. Yes. So here it is and are. I hope you get it right. Okay, the next context. John is lying on the couch. So here you can see a man. He's doing something. Okay. When he woke up in the morning, he felt a bit dizzy. He was not in his regular mood. Slightly under the weather. So what is the meaning of under the weather? Feeling sad, disappointed, and also not okay, not fine. Can you try making 2 sentences using this context? He was not feeling okay, he's doing something now, he's lying on the couch, and probably he's a bit confused. So you can try making 2 sentences. Yes, in the present continuous tense, he is playing the guitar. He's strumming. Yeah, he's strumming. Strumming is this. Also, you can say that he is not feeling well. You're putting not negative. The tense is present continuous, but he's not feeling well. So I told you he woke up this morning at 6 o'clock and then he was not feeling good. He was feeling unwell. That is past continuous. When he woke up, he was feeling unwell. But now something is ongoing. What is happening in front of you? So do you think John always does this? So suppose he does this always. That is, whenever he feels unwell, he plays the guitar. So if it is a matter of fact, or if it happens regularly or usually whenever he feels unwell, or whenever he's slightly under the weather with the body or with the mind, you can use these sentences. Did you get it right? I'll give you some more time. Now remember to always check the context. Okay? You have to check the context and also the grammar formula. Okay, the next one. So here you can see Gaurav. He's not feeling okay. He's thinking. Okay, so I've already given 1 sentence in the present continuous tense. You know something? He's suffering from the consequence of a broken relationship. Something happened in the relationship and he had to discontinue his relationship with his girlfriend. So what is he doing here? You can use the present continuous tense and think of 2 other sentences. So you can use some other sentences like he's thinking, he's walking down the road, he's enjoying the fresh air, he's thinking of his future. You can also say he's not thinking of his girlfriend anymore. He has decided to move on. Okay? So whatever it is, you can make your sentences depending on the context. Okay, let's go to the next one. Here. Okay, you can see a boy, he's doing something, present continuous. And you can also try using the simple present tense here. Ready? Okay, let's try making the sentences. You know the grammar formula? And also, what are we supposed to do? Make just 2 sentences, present continuous and simple present tense. So let's try with the simple present tense. Children play video games on mobile phones. It affects their eyes, their brain. This is something that happens, it's a fact. Now let's look at the present continuous tense. So I'm going to give you the name again. The name of the boy is Mickey. He's doing something. He's sitting on the bed and it's dark around him. Did you notice that? And look at the electromagnetic radiation, the light and everything. So you can say Mickey is enjoying his games. He's playing a video game. You can give a name of the video game that he's playing probably. Yeah. You can also say the rays, the light is falling on his eyes. The light is falling on his eyes. It is affecting him. Yeah, you can also think of some other sentence if you want about the future. Ready for the next context? Now look at this. You have this group beating the drums and dancing to the tune and rhythm of this. Are you ready to make the sentences? Now this one is for you. You can use the present continuous. You can also use the simple present if you want, connecting with your life. They are dancing and walking, moving forward. Okay, what about the simple present tense? You can think about your life. So when you listen to music, you may feel like dancing. Okay, so you can say, whenever I listen to music, I dance. You can also say people enjoy listening to music, people enjoy dancing. So here, enjoy is the simple present tense. Dancing is the gerund. Gerund is a verb that acts as a noun. Anyway, you just look at the tense. I listen to music. I enjoy listening to music is another sentence. I enjoy dancing. So like that, you can make variety of sentences. Now there's a task for you. I am speaking to you, have been listening to all these contexts. So I told you I'm recording, I'm shooting the video, you are listening to me, you're watching, and if you have reached this part of the video, you can try making a sentence in the simple present tense or present continuous tense. So present continuous tense, I'm speaking to you, you are watching me, you are also listening carefully, that's what I believe. And apart from that, if it is simple present tense, I record videos. I enjoy recording videos. I read and then research before creating the videos. You can also think of some other sentences using both the tenses. So we covered today these 2 tenses. Now you may think it's quite simple. What is the need to even dissect it this way? This will help you to focus on 2 tenses at a time, and also it will brush your memory. It will be a sort of recap for you. At the same time, you will also end up making better sentences, because there are a lot of learners who say, I listens to music. She listening to music without the auxiliary. She is listening to music. We are playing. We playing in the field. Then we move. Okay, then we move is fine, but where is the auxiliary? So it will be a chance for you to recap and find out where you lack, where you have to really work on. So I hope you get the point and wait for the upcoming activities. We have a lot of topics today to speak about, and that will also help you to speak in English. But the real problem comes when you don't know how to go about it. When you begin making the sentences, you could be even making mistakes without realizing it. So first, if you don't have the provision, or if you cannot afford joining a session or joining a course, it's okay, you can learn for some time. And these activities will definitely help you, where it helps you to dissect, to focus on a particular area, get that right. And then after that, you'll be able to use all the other tenses together. For example, if you speak about your daily routine, you may have to use different tenses You may have to say, earlier I was not used to doing this, but today I wake up early in the morning, I prepare some green tea, and after that this is what I do. So you may have to compare, contrast, and a variety of sentences will have to be used with tenses. And for that, I think it's important for you to focus on what you know from your prior knowledge, and these activities are going to help you, and I hope that it's going to take you to bigger heights.